Much has been written on this topic, and at the end of this presentation we will show you how to access Bernal's interviewing handout, which is very comprehensive. We highly recommend that you print it out and read it before you interview for your next job. Here we want to briefly touch on some basics. One of the things to keep in mind is that the top 4 virtues that employers look for in a job candidate have nothing to do with your experience or education. They already know about these from your resume. What they look for at all levels in all professions is your attitude, level of interest, enthusiasm, and communication skills. Always. Although she isn't dressed for the job, what strikes you about this picture? She's positive and glad to be here. At least that's how she appears. I have actually interviewed a few people who look like this during the interview. What does she tell you? If you owned your own business and you were about to interview these 2 people without even opening their mouths, who would you be inclined to hire? Never say anything negative about anyone, anything, any place, anytime. Often you'll be asked a question like, tell me about the worst class you ever took. Tell me about the worst job you've ever had. Tell me about the worst boss you ever had. The prospective employer really doesn't care about the class. What they want to know is, how did you handle a bad situation? Did you learn anything from it? Do you have a bad attitude? Also, when asked questions like, tell me about a time when you were really disappointed, don't just answer the question without putting a positive twist on it. Not too long ago, I was speaking to a group of art class students, and I asked them to go around the room and tell me when a time was that they were really disappointed. And one of the students said, I really was disappointed when I didn't get into SCAD. And she left her answer right there. So I paused and I waited, and then I said, did you learn anything from it, or what happened? And she said, oh, what happened was I got into Bernal and now I'm here and I love it here. Great class, small class, fantastic faculty. So I said, next time you get asked a question like that, make sure you can tell them about SCAD. That's not a problem. I wanted to get into SCAD and that was very disappointing. However, I got into Bernal and I really like it here. Small classes, excellent faculty. So make sure you don't leave any of your answers hanging. Smile. Sit up straight. Maintain eye contact. A firm handshake translates to your high level of self-confidence and self-esteem. Be enthusiastic. Be ready to tell them why you decided to major in what you did, why you're excited about this opportunity in this organization. At the end of the interview, if you're still interested in the position, tell them that you're interested and find out what the next step in the hiring process is. Write down questions about the organization and the job ahead of time and take it with you to refer to at the end when they ask you, do you have any questions? The worst thing you can say to that question is no, because it shows lack of interest. Never ask questions about salary or benefits. These should be brought up later and by the employer, not you. Our professional organization, the National Association of Colleges and Employers, surveys hundreds of employers every year, and for over the last 10 years, the #1 quality that employers want and the #1 quality that they don't see in new college graduates is good communication skills, both written and oral. Be ready to articulate your skills, abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. Weaknesses is a touchy subject and is well addressed in the interviewing handout. The interviewing handout also suggests questions that you will be asked, as well as questions that you can ask in the job interview. Good luck, and please feel free to contact George Bagel if you have any questions at all regarding this process.